News Channel 2 Weekend Today with Katrina Smith.
Welcome and good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday. It is December 13th already. I'm Katrina Smith, and meteorologist James DeFazio is in the Weather Center. We've seen quite a bit of snow. We've had the roof break out. We've been doing quite a bit of shoveling already.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people thought, oh, look, we have a lull, but not so much.
Not so much just yet. There is a lull coming, but we're not there yet. Today we're tracking a widespread light snow. It's going to be an association from a clipper system. We've seen a series of clipper systems this week. We can see the snow working in now on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Some steady light snow. Most of us only picking up a coating to an inch today. Areas north of the thruway could pick up 1 to 2 inches of snow. Lake effect snow warnings are in effect for Oswego, Jefferson, and Lewis counties because the Tug Hill Plateau is going to get absolutely hammered tonight with lake effect snow. It's actually going to start this evening, and we're going to show that snow map coming up in full weather. A beautiful sunrise this morning, calm conditions for now on the Nexus Cam in downtown Utica. Snow will be moving in soon. 24 degrees with light snow. We're going to be keeping an eye on the winds today. They're going to increase as we head into the afternoon. Coming up, we're going to break down the entirety of your snowfall forecast for today, as well as for tonight, as well as what to expect for the remainder of the week. Katrina?
Thank you, James. We'll stay tuned. State police are asking witnesses.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday morning. We continue to track snowfall. It's been an incredibly snowy start to the winter season, and that continues at least through this weekend. Let's take a look at downtown Utica, where there was a beautiful sunrise, but clouds have since moved in. You can still see a little bit of that yellow-orange faint glow in the distance there, but cloudy skies are working in, and in addition to cloudy skies, we're going to begin to see light snowfall in the city of Utica very shortly. Fortunately, it's going to remain light. Accumulations will remain light as well. 24 degrees with light snow at Griffis and Rome. Only a 6-mile-per-hour breeze right now out of the southeast. We're going to be keeping an eye on the winds today. Winds are going to steadily increase through the morning hours, and we're going to see gusty conditions this afternoon. We'll show the wind outlook in just a moment. What we're tracking, light snow today, and it's turning windier this afternoon. Heavy lake effect snow develops late this afternoon across the Tug Hill Plateau, and they are going to see some incredibly impressive snow totals. And it's going to be much colder tonight and much colder tomorrow. Today we warm up steadily. Highs are going to be in the low 30s in the mid-afternoon, in the middle of this very light snow. A much more moderate day today. Much colder tomorrow. Tomorrow we don't get out of the teens. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar showing that light snow across central New York. Some of it across central Oneida County right now. Some heavier, more moderate snow back to the west, just to the southwest of Syracuse. And we're going to see snowfall rates slowly increase this morning, but it's not going to pile up too much. We're only expecting a coating to an inch of snow across central New York. 1 to 2 inches, a couple of higher amounts are possible north of the thruway corridor across the higher terrain today, but accumulations will remain light. Winds as we head into this afternoon are going to gust anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour. It's going to be breezy, and that could potentially blow snow around at times and make visibility difficult. This is all from a clipper system that's working quickly across New York State today, and then lake effect snow sets up right across the Tug Hill Plateau tonight. As we head through the day tomorrow, it drops southward, and we all see a little bit of lake effect snow. This is our snowfall forecast for the Tug Hill Plateau for tonight, for Saturday afternoon through Sunday afternoon. A widespread, I'm going to replay this map just because it's not paused, 18 plus inches, 6 to 12 inches just outside of Camden, Old Forge 6 to 12 inches. This band continues overnight and will weaken and drop southward. We're going to fine-tune this snowfall forecast, but again, that lake effect snow doesn't develop until late tonight. Skycast today showing that widespread snow. Lake effect snow develops later tonight. There is that very, very strong band setting up right across the Tug Hill Plateau, and then we are going to see some really impressive totals. A look at your 7-day forecast. Quite wintry, however, we are tracking a warm-up. Take a look at the middle of the week. By Wednesday, upper 30s, cloudy skies, we crack freezing, a little mini thaw by the back half of next week. Upper 30s Wednesday, near 40 degrees on Thursday. We might get a little bit of a reprieve from winter for a short period of time. Katrina, any guesses to the question?
Let's go with religious and cultural beliefs.
You got it. You got it. So I found this really fascinating, and I'm going to read right off what I wrote here. It was believed that Judas was the 13th guest of the Last Supper. And then it was also believed that the Knights Templar, which is a very Catholic association, was arrested on October 13th, Friday the 13th, 1307. Culturally, there was a book written in 1907 talking about how there could be bad luck associated with the 13th.
No kidding. My kids always remind me that there's no 13th floor in tall buildings.
Yep,
they're like,
it's
no
the truth.
13th floor on the elevator, see?
There was one in my library tower in college, and it was so weird. It blew my mind. I have a picture of it still, just number 13. Yeah.
Wow, that's where it comes from, everyone. Thank you so much, James. Well, what a week we had when it... Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend Today. I'm Katrina Smith, and we have a short break in the snow this morning. You notice the snow is not falling for some of us, but we want to get you over to the Weather Center with meteorologist James DeFazio because, well, it returns later tonight.
No rest for the wicked, especially for us across central New York. We are tracking lighter snow today. It is not going to be it's not going to be extremely heavy like what we're expecting across the Tug Hill Plateau tonight. We have a clipper system working across central New York. We have light snow, and it's not reaching the ground yet in Utica. As you could see behind Katrina there on the Nexus cam, we're still waiting for the atmosphere to fully dry up. We're going to see this snow increase in intensity as the morning progresses, but accumulations will remain light, just a trace to an inch. Lake effect snow warnings in effect for the Tug Hill Plateau, where they will see very, very heavy accumulations tonight. Calm weather continues in downtown Utica right now. We had a beautiful sunrise this morning, but things have since clouded up as this clipper has approached. 24 currently with light snow falling at Griffiths and Rome. Winds only at 6 miles per hour out of the southeast. We are tracking windier conditions to arrive this afternoon. We're going to break down the winds, how much snow you can expect for the remainder of the weekend, as well as what next week looks like. Katrina?
Thank you so much, James.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday morning. Our wintry start to the winter season continues. While astronomical winter hasn't technically started yet, we continue to get daily snow, and that's going to continue this weekend. Take a look at downtown Utica, where the snow's not falling just yet. However, after a beautiful sunrise and a beautiful start to the day, clouds have increased, and we're going to be seeing light snow begin to fall in Utica shortly. Fortunately, accumulations will be light. We're only expecting about a trace to an inch within the city. 24 degrees with light snow falling at Griffiths and Rome. Light winds right now at 5 miles per hour, but we're going to be tracking these winds to increase. Wind gusts this afternoon 25 to 30 miles per hour, much breezier conditions. Light snow today and turning windier this afternoon. We're tracking heavy lake effect snow to develop on the Tug Hill late this afternoon, early evening through tomorrow morning. And then it's going to be much colder tonight and much colder tomorrow in the wake of a cold front. The next 12 hours today, we do get mild, highs all the way up into the low 30s today with that light snow at times. You can see that here on the York Battery Storm Tracker 2 light radar. A lot of white indicating very light snow across the Mohawk Valley and central Oneida County. And some of this is not reaching the ground just yet, just because the atmosphere is so dry. We're still moistening up. the atmosphere, some heavier snow back towards Syracuse. This will reach the ground, and this will give us a quick, brief, light accumulation. And we're just expecting a trace to an inch for most areas of central New York today. Some areas, the areas north of I-90, north of the Thruway, some of the higher terrain is going to see 1 to 2 inches of snow, possibly even an isolated 3-inch report. Those wind gusts this afternoon of 15 to 30 miles per hour. Expect things to turn breezy as the day progresses. We're tracking this lake effect snow band to develop across the Tug Hill Plateau, and then as we head through Sunday, it begins to drift southward, and we're going to continue to track that. Our snowfall forecast right now calling for very, very high totals across the Tug Hill Plateau. However, with the latest data, we're beginning to think I'm going to have to drop this 6 to 12 inch range just a little bit farther south. I would check back with us later this afternoon and evening. At 6 p.m., I will have an updated snowfall map, more fine-tuned as we continue to get this high-resolution data. Light snow today in association from the Clipper. Here is that very strong lake effect band which sets up across the Tug Hill Plateau. And then as we head through Sunday morning, it begins to drop southward, and we all see a little bit of snow during the day on Sunday. A look at your 7-day forecast. Wintry weather continues for several more days, although there is a little bit of a reprieve in sight. Upper 30s with dry weather Wednesday, near 40 degrees by Thursday, so a little bit of a thaw on the horizon. And Katrina, you were right on this.
Worms, but it wasn't worms. I know they have more than one heart.
They have 5.
We dissected them in school.
Yes, they have 5, which is really interesting.
Octopus has 3.
An octopus has 3.
But what did I teach you about an octopus?
They have 9 brains. I cannot believe that. That is unbelievable. That would have made it a better question. My kids taught me that.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's why they say they're so smart.
Fascinating. I know. And we don't even know, because they're so deep in the ocean, how smart they are.
Thank you so much, James. We'll be back after this.
Tonight at 6 with meteorologist James DeFazio. Say it's not snow.
Snow.
Seriously,
Snow.
say it's not. I'm sick of it, and it's not even winter yet.
Upper 30s on Wednesday, 40 degrees on Thursday. That's all I got for you.
Okay.
But for the people, we're talking snow through this weekend. We are still tracking this Clipper system. The low pressure system is off to the east, but it's close enough that it's drawing in lake moisture. And we're seeing widespread snow right now. It's lake-enhanced snow showers, and these are going to continue into the overnight. The heavy snow on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is primarily going to fall where these lake effect snow warnings are in place. We have lake effect snow warnings for Oswego, Jefferson, and Lewis counties, and we're going to see a very strong band of snow take shape across the North Country this evening. Taking a look at downtown Utica, a very picturesque scene, almost right out of a snow globe. Light snow falling in front of the street lights. It's very beautiful out right now. 28, it's not overly chilly either with light snow. It also didn't get as breezy as we were anticipating today. Winds today stayed relatively calm. I believe peak wind gusts were only about 20 to 25 miles per hour. We're continuing to track this snow. Lake effect snow beginning to really kick off back to the west. Coming up, we're going to break down the entirety of your snowfall forecast, what to expect for tonight, what to expect for tomorrow, as well as a look ahead at your work week. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much. A time-honored tradition.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday evening. We are tracking snowfall yet again in Central New York, and it's going to fall heavy in some places. Taking a look at downtown Utica, a very picturesque scene right now. Just some light snow falling. Utica only going to see light snow and light snowfall accumulations. 28 degrees with light snow at Griffiths and Rome, and only a 5-mile-per-hour breeze out of the southwest. We may see winds gust 15 to 20 miles per hour at times, but it's not going to get as breezy as we originally thought earlier today when I mentioned possibility for 30-mile-per-hour gusts. Heavy lake effect snow on the Tug Hill tonight. And it begins to drop southward. It begins to share some of the wealth as we head into Sunday afternoon. Lake effect continues Sunday and drifts southward, and it's going to be much colder both tonight and tomorrow as a cold front has worked across central New York. And we're going to show several snow maps to break all of this down. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, widespread light snow across central New York. We have primarily light snow across central New York. Some of us seeing steady to moderate snow in northern Herkimer County, and this is where we're going to see the heavier snow set up across the Tug Hill Plateau, extreme northern Oneida County, and northern Herkimer County. Taking a look back to the west, you can see we have due westerly winds off of Lake Ontario, and that is what's going to allow this lake effect band to form just right across due east off of Lake Ontario, right across the Tug Hill Plateau. As we look further back to the west, winds begin to turn a little bit more northwesterly, and that is what's going to help drop that band southward. This is our snowfall forecast from now until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. 12 to 18 inches northwest of Oneida County across the Tug Hill Plateau. 6 to 12 inches extreme northwest Oneida County, as well as western Lewis County. 3 to 6 inches for Camden, as well as most of Lewis County. 1 to 3 inches for the outlying areas. Now, that's not all the snow that's going to fall this evening. We're also going to see snow from the Lake Erie band that brings snow to the southern tier. That's going to bring 2 to 4 inches of snow to Shenango, Otsego, and extreme southern Madison County, again, by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. This snowfall map is for during the day on Sunday, from 7 a.m. Sunday to 7 p.m. Sunday. Another 6 to 12 inches atop the Tug Hill in Oswego County, 3 to 6 inches across central and northwestern Oneida County, 1 to 3 inches for Utica, a little bit less in the Mohawk Valley and the southern tier, a trace to an inch. This band really gets itself together overnight. As we head through Sunday, it drops southward, and then things begin to turn very chilly. It's going to be a very chilly Sunday night, lows only in the single digits Sunday night into Monday morning. We're looking very chilly.
Give your fireplace a face.
Meteorologist James DeFazio in the Weather Center, and once again we're talking about snow. Just make it stop.
Yes, we are.
Make it stop.
By midweek, it will be. It will be warming up, and we are tracking a thaw, although we're tracking snow for the remainder of the weekend. And widespread light snow across central and southern portions of central New York. Very heavy snow across the Tug Hill Plateau, extremely heavy snow. And there's lake effect snow warnings in effect for that reason for Oswego, Lewis, and Jefferson counties for the entirety of the overnight. Right now there is extremely heavy snow falling across that area. Lowville, Richland, Adams, Worth, seeing extremely heavy snow. Those are 2 to 3 inch per hour snowfall rates. Downtown Utica, much lighter snow, just enough to coat these surfaces. Things that are untreated may turn slick over the next couple of hours. Just be aware of that. 26 degrees with light snow, just a light breeze at 7 miles per hour out of the west-southwest. Tonight lows are going to be in the teens. It's going to turn chilly compared to what we had today in the low 30s. Scattered snow showers overnight. Coming up, we're going to break down the entirety of your snowfall forecasts for tonight, tomorrow, and what to expect for the week ahead. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much. New tonight.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday evening. We're tracking wintry conditions yet again, and we're seeing widespread snow showers across central New York, and we're seeing heavy snow across the North Country. Quite a bit of snow has fallen across Old Forge, and they're going to see several more inches overnight tonight. Take a look at our current conditions, 26 degrees with light snow falling at Grifferson Rome, and winds are light at west-southwest at 8 miles per hour. We're tracking heavy lake effect snow across the Tug Hill Plateau. Lake effect continues Sunday and drifts southward during the day, and it's going to be much colder both tonight and tomorrow. We're going to be dropping into the teens, and it's going to get very chilly tomorrow night as well. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Widespread light snow across the southern tier as well as central New York. A very heavy band of lake effect snow across the Tug Hill Plateau. Incredibly heavy snow rates across portions of the Tug Hill Plateau, such as Redfield right now. Due westerly winds across Lake Ontario, bringing that lake effect band right on top of the Tug Hill Plateau. As we look back to the west, winds turn slightly more northwesterly, even more northwesterly as we get further back towards Lake Michigan. And that is what we're going to see tomorrow, and that change in wind direction is what's going to usher in that change in the lake effect direction. It's going to bring that lake effect band further southward. But right now, the Tug Hill is getting hammered from Adams to Richland to Turin to Lowville to Redfield, seeing just incredibly heavy snow, 2 to 3 inch per hour rates, and that's why we're expecting 12 to 18 inches to snow to pile up on the Tug Hill Plateau, 6 to 12 inches as well across much of Oswego County, 3 to 6 inches across northwest Oneida County, a trace to 3 inches for the rest of central New York, and we're also tracking light snow to fall across all of the southern tier. We're going to see 2 to 4 inches of snow pile up by tomorrow morning in Shenango and Otsego County, as well as the Lake Erie band brings snow to the southern tier as well. Additional snow continues to fall tomorrow. Tomorrow's snowfall map for now, widespread 1 to 3 inches, 3 to 6 inches in northwest Oneida County. Tonight, that lake effect snow band will continue to crank across the Tug Hill Plateau, and then things will drop south during the day tomorrow and bring all of us a taste of winter yet again. We're taking a look at the 7-day forecast, and there is a bit of a reprieve in sight as we head towards the middle of the week. We warm all the way up into the upper 30s. Dry on Wednesday. Couple of snow and rain mixed showers on Thursday with highs all the way up into the upper 30s.